Hi guys, Celso here and welcome to the FIFA 18 player review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 84 rated man of the match, Celso. He did cost me 19,000 coins, and in the 5 games that I did play him with, he scored me 1 goal and got me 2 assists, and he does have a 3-star big foots and 3-star skill moves. And then getting into his in-game stats, his main standout stats are his 91 ball control, his 96 volleys, his 90 vision and his 90 balance. And yes, there is a new graphic that I have now put on my videos just to make it look a little bit more improved, I guess, than what I used to have. I have created it completely by myself. Let me know what you guys think of it. I think it just looks better because it means I can just show more gameplay rather than me showing the pros and cons at the end of the video and having less gameplay. It makes sense to have more gameplay and show the pros and cons of a few other facts about the player on the screen. I think it looks better. Let me know what you guys think, and that might be something that we can definitely continue going into more player reviews as time goes on. But no, anyway, so yes, overall, I didn't really enjoy this card, if I'm totally honest, which is a shame because he's got really nice stats, 84 pace, 86 passing, 87 dribbling, are very nice stats. His shooting stats aren't great. I mean, 76 finishing isn't fantastic. However, some would say 96 volleys and 92 attack positioning could be good. But for me, his only pro was surprisingly his tackling. 63 stand tackle and 55 slide tackle. I actually thought his tackling was pretty decent, to be quite honest. Numerous occasions he was able to regain position of the ball for me, which is not expected, and it's not natural really for a cam to consider to do that usually in FIFA, and it's not always expected either, but he did it, and in some ways I quite liked that. I've never really had a cam that was that good at tackling, and his stats don't really look that good, but surprisingly in game I was actually pretty impressed with his tackling. However, that is where the pros do stop. Getting into the first con, it is going to be he's just such a slow player. I mean, 84 pace and 84 acceleration and 84 sprint speed did not feel like that at all. He felt considerably slow, and it's not like I had him on bad chem. I had him like on 9 chem, which was fine, but just wasn't a fan of his speed whatsoever. Very slow, and it kind of links into my second negative about this card, which is the fact that he is such a clunky, sluggish player, which is quite interesting because he has 90 balance and 89 agility and 85 dribbling, which would usually mean that he shouldn't be a clunky player, but he just was for me. He really was. Felt like he was constantly stuck in the mud, very, well, yeah, clunky to move, essentially. And I think also the reactions, which are at 74, which is not a good stats either, could also have potentially played a part as well, and maybe why he was such a slow player and all that kind of stuff, but just wasn't a fan. Very slow, very clunky. And final negative is he was just an inconsistent player. He did get me 2 assists in 5 games. Those 2 assists came in 1 game, which is not acceptable for a cam card. And he did score on his first game for me, but didn't score in the other 4 games, which isn't great either, if I'm totally honest. Really, a cam card should be scoring 2 or 3 goals potentially over a 5-game period or something like that. But overall, I wasn't a massive fan of this card whatsoever. I mean, he's got good stats. His finishing doesn't look great, his composure, his reactions don't look great either, his curve doesn't look good, but overall, he's actually got a really nice looking card, but he just did not play well for me. It just didn't transition into a gameplay very well whatsoever, and unfortunately, this is not a card that I would recommend buying, in my opinion. I think there's totally other better cards you can get for a similar price who would do a much better job than this Celso card. But anyway, guys, that's going to finish off this player review. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.